What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another WornKibbles video. Today, I've got quite the tearjerker of a story. I mean, trust me, it's truly heart-wrenching. When I was in second grade, somebody committed one of the most heinous crimes possible to a second grader. He, ate my Pokemon card. I swear this kid was evil, but it was truly a devastating day, so make sure you press the like button, and let's get right into it. Alright, so this story happened to me back in second grade. You know, back when Pokemon was all the rage. I remember the good old days. Now the only people who want Pokemon are the scalpers who go and fight each other over Pokemon in the Walmart parking lots. But back then, believe it or not, back in my day, Pokemon used to be what we considered a kid's game. And oh boy, did we love it. In my second grade class, we actually had Pokemon cards banned just because of how many fights people had gotten into because of them. And of course, this ban came after the incident that I'm about to tell you about. But either way, like I said, I love Pokemon. It was a big deal. And there was this kid who really loved Pokemon in our class. And his name was Derek. And Derek was just kind of the kid who would grow up to be a Discord mod. I mean, this kid was always stinky. He was always really sweaty. And one time he even wore like the little fedora hats to school. Like, you know, one of those fancy hats that all the Reddit mods like to flaunt to show that they are indeed, quite fancy and cultured and above you lower-minded imbeciles. And of course, Derek had this belief that he was more cultured than everybody else in our class, and he felt this way about a lot of things, but he seemed to think it super strongly about Pokemon. He just thought that he knew everything about the cards and would love to just tell you stuff about them. And I mean, he would see you showing a card to a friend from across the room and immediately stop what he was doing, run over to you and just be like, "Did you know that this Pokemon is found in the Kanto region? I bet you didn't know that because I know all about the Pokemon." And you would look on the card in the corner where it says, like, this Pokemon is from the Cubo region or whatever. Just something that you could prove false by literally looking at the card and just reading it. Like, that's a fire type Pokemon. And, like, the entire card is blue. Like, no, Derek, that's water. Now, please leave us alone. You're stinky and it's not dress up like a Discord mod day in second grade. But Derek was just kind of that guy that was always there. He never really did anybody any harm other than just annoying them, and that was kind of how everybody had seen him for the longest time. Like, sure, he was annoying, but it really wasn't that bad as long as you just didn't let it get to you. Now, the reason I talk about how big of a thing Pokemon was is because it was getting close to my birthday, and back then, Pokemon was there with the birthday gifts. I mean, really, there's the Nerf gun and the Pokemon cards. That's every little kid's dream birthday present. I mean, maybe a new game for your Xbox if your parents were really rich, but it was getting close to my birthday and I really wanted Pokemon. So, of course, I had been talking about it at school a lot and asking my parents for it and stuff, and evidently it was also Derek's birthday soon. So, he would hear me talking about Pokemon and he would come over to me and start telling me how he was going to get more Pokemon or specialist Pokemon, like better Pokemon for his birthday than I would, and that he's a Pokemon specialist and his parents know that. So they would get him more Pokemon than my parents would get me. And I was like, well, good for you if you get Pokemon, but like, why do you care, dude? Like, we can both have Pokemon. There isn't a super limited supply of Pokemon. We can both have Pokemon for our birthday. The Pokemon scalpers aren't out yet. Like, it's 2016. But he would just constantly be talking about his Pokemon and how it was going to be better than mine. And just like, come on, dude. Like, I don't care. I'm just trying to enjoy Pokemon. Let me live my life. But anyway, soon it came to my birthday party, and me and a bunch of my friends went bowling, and we had cake. And at the end of the party, I got to open a bunch of presents. And of course, I got a little bit of Pokemon. But I got something that I hadn't expected. I got one of those big cards, like those stupid cards that were giant for no reason. And I don't even know if they actually make them anymore because I haven't seen one in like a long time, but they were probably like 4 by 6 inches big, which is like super impractical and harder to carry around. But as a little kid, I thought that was sick as hell. That card was dope. It was a Mega Rayquaza EX, which at the time was like the max strength that a Pokemon could be. So it was pretty exciting moment. Like, you can tell it's pretty exciting because I actually remember what specific Pokemon it was. Like, I opened that package and I freaked out. You know, like, ah! oh my God. Like when a kid opens a giant Nerf gun at Christmas time or like a really cool Lego set, that was me. So, of course, I'm super excited. Like, this is dope as hell. And I've got a super cool card. And I also got a few other like little Pokemon things. Like, I got a Mega EX Mewtwo as well. So, like, my life was good. I was a happy camper that year for my birthday. And so, of course, the next day, I bring my cards to school to show them off. You know, as you do. I mean, come on, who isn't going to get a sick Pokemon card and then not show it to all of their friends at school tomorrow? But anyway, it turns out that over the weekend, it had also been Derek's birthday. So our birthdays weren't like on the same day, but it had both been like since our birthdays, since we had last seen each other. And I had gotten my Pokemon and I was happy. But when I saw Derek walk into the room, I was kind of like, oh, great. I'm going to have to listen to Derek talk about how his Pokemon that he got is better and more expensive than my Pokemon. Like, this is going to suck. But Derek, when he gets into the room, just walks past me, doesn't say anything, and he just goes and sits down. And now this is like weird to me. Like, I'm expecting Derek to come up to me and be like, actually, I got the new limited time gold plated GX Mewtwo Premium, and so yours is basic trash. But he doesn't say anything to me. And so I'm kind of like, huh, maybe he's not as bad as I thought. So I turn around to him and I'm like, hey, Derek, want to see my Pokemon I got for my birthday? And I show him my card, my big card, the one that was super cool. By the way, the only big card I have ever owned to this day, but that was a mistake. Because, you see, the reason Derek hadn't been boasting about his Pokemon was because he hadn't gotten any. And me showing him mine sent him into a rage. He started screaming, my parents should have gotten me Pokemon. You don't deserve this. It should have been mine. I'm better. I know more about Pokemon. My parents know I know more. My parents love me more than yours. I'm better than you. I'm better than you. This should be mine. And he grabs the card out of my hand and just starts shredding it. I mean, tearing into this card. He's ripping pieces off with his teeth, just full on eating parts of my card. And so, of course, this is second grade. I just got this card for my birthday, so I just start crying. Like, even the teacher doesn't know what to do. I think she literally called the principal, and the principal had to come down and literally carry Derek out of the classroom. But at the end of the day, I never got a replacement card, and for that reason, Derek will always be my sworn enemy. I mean, Derek, if you are out there somewhere watching this right now, just know I hate you. Anyway, I was so sad after that card being torn up that the only thing that would make me feel better is if you subscribed and hit that like button. We are getting so close to 500 subscribers, and I post a video every single week. I miss the Storytime genre on YouTube so much, so if you miss it too, you know who's bringing it back. I'm also going to be putting all of my Obsessed Alex videos into one huge mega video that I will be posting for all you guys to watch in one place. I'll post it once I hit 500 subscribers, so if you're already subscribed and want that video, why not share this channel with a friend? Anyway, I hope you all enjoy the stories. There's much more coming, and I will see you all next week. As always, thanks for watching.